Jackie's brought a wizard in to do it, everyone.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I always thought a female wizard was a witch, but apparently I'm not up to date on all my lingo on all these different types. Jackie's right into it.
Oh,
Jackie
yeah.
having some psychic ability.
Yes.
And also the ability to completely change her appearance, attitude, desires in life every 6 months.
I've gotten so into all the stuff, you know. I'm a believer.
The tarot cards and the crystals,
exactly.
you're doing it all.
But I've yet to meet a wizard. So, and this wizard, her name is Antonia Harman. She joins us now. Hi, Antonia.
Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
Fabulous. How are you?
Yeah, really good. So you
You are not what I expected to see. You look like a high-end, top-of-the-town. Like, you might sell me a skyscraper in the city. You look like you're top-of-the-town real estate.
Yeah, she's not a loony,
very
Kyle.
polished.
She was actually a TV presenter. You were on Cribs, right? MTV's
really?
Cribs.
I did Cribs UK with Keith Lemon. I did a few different TV shows. And I've actually just made a new TV show called The Healing Revolution where I'm dissolving traumas live on stage.
Oh, now this is amazing. Now you can pick up things when you see people. You see things that others don't see. What is it that you're picking up?
I was mostly dissolve people's emotions and traumas. So that's my speciality. But I have worked and actually removed some energies from people. Like the first healing I ever did, I was a TV presenter, and what changed my life was doing a healing on a friend of mine who had problems with her ears. She burst her eardrum 5 times, kept on going to the doctor, booked surgery. It was 50% chance it was going to work. And it was £4,500. And I was walking down the street with her in Notting Hill. She falls to her knees, starts screaming in agony, screaming blue murder and saying, help me fix my ear. I'd done a 5-day healing course, thought, I'm not sure about this stuff at all. And I ended up pulling what looked like a snake out of her ear, which I could see in heat waves. And she's never had earache since. And it sort of changed my life in a moment.
Hang on.
Wow.
You could see energetically, so other humans wouldn't have been able to see anything solid. You're just seeing an energy form being pulled out, is that right?
Exactly. I don't know. I don't always see those sorts of things, but that was an energetic parasite, and it just changed my life in a moment because she's never had earache since. She was always suffering with ear, nose, and throat issues for her whole life, and she hasn't had an ear problem since 2007.
And you thought, I'm onto something.
But
here.
what was it that she had?
It was an energetic parasite. It looked like a snake in heat waves.
And where do you get those? How do you pick those up?
I think most people have got them. I think anxiety is caused by these energetic parasites. So all the mind chatter that people have is actually external and not from within. So I can actually put force fields around people so that they can't actually hear the mind chatter. Their minds go quiet. But I mostly work on doing traumas. I'm doing a study deleting PTSD in 10,000 veterans, first responders, and domestic abuse survivors. So I can do that very effectively, and I'm just doing this big study at the moment.
I really like that. We've got one of our staff that has PTSD. He's a military guy. We don't talk about his kill list or how many people he's murdered or been involved with their death, but he's rattled. This bloke always got the headaches.
Oh, do you always have headaches? Come on in.
Absolutely, he's got cluster headaches. Put yourself in on the air there, Hulk. He's our ex-military guy.
Do you always
He's
get
a big
headaches?
man too. He's a big man.
Morning.
Antonia.
Hey.
I'd be happy to work on him and hopefully dissolve his PTSD. Why not? Happy to do it.
Oh, that
Okay,
sounds
do it
great.
now. Go.
I can't do it in 5 minutes. I need a session, but I'd be able to do it probably. It's normally 1, maximum 2 sessions. So why don't I fix him and come back on the air when he's fixed?
Would you do that, Hulk?
yes.
Because like Hulk struggles, these headaches and
Yeah, we don't want that.
and he often dreams of coming in and murdering everyone in the station. And
And
I
we
want all
really
that to-
don't want that.
No,
we
no
want
one,
that
no
to
one
go-
needs that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think working with this kind of stuff probably takes more than 5 minutes. But yeah, look, I'd be interested to have a couple of sessions if you think you can work.
Absolutely, yeah. It's very effective. I've been doing it for 20 years, and it's I just delete the emotional resonance of the trauma. So I delete. Do you know when you hang around somebody who's sad or angry or upset, they have a vibe off them.
Yeah.
And I've
yes,
managed
yes,
to track
we know
that.
about
And
that.
And I can delete that. So people just think about the situation which is troubling them, and I delete the emotional resonance of the trauma. Then they think about it again later and they don't care about it anymore. It becomes empty or benign. And I can do that. And that's why I'm doing this big study to
What
delete
about my
PTSD, because it's a very effective treatment.
aneurysm? Can you fix the aneurysm? That sounds like something that's not energy.
I'd happily try. I'd happily try. Absolutely, no problem at all.
And what
we
would-
can do
what
a
would that
session off
require?
air. I just do a one-to-one session with you. It's not the same, but I did send a picture of my ovarian cyst that I managed to get rid of in 3 days.
Oh, well, that's
and I've got a
unnecessary. I like
picture
you for who
before
you
and
are.
after.
I don't need to see your filthy innards to... I'll take your word for it.
Absolutely.
And can you tell us, Antonia, about reverse aging?
Hey, what's that about?
Yes. My friend had a fight with a blender, stuck her finger in a blender, and it was really mangled and gross. And 6 weeks later, it became necrotic. And I was researching some scientists, and Dr. Becker in the 1970s was an orthopedic surgeon who started working in a veterinary college and started amputating the leg of a salamander and checking the electrical current around the amputated limb. And then he realized there was a surge of energy followed by a pulsing. And then he did the same. He repeated the electricity current around a frog's leg, which he amputated, and the frog's leg grew back. So I mimicked that energy and regenerated my friend's finger. It was mangled, and it was no longer necrotic, which is what you get from gangrene or leprosy or frostbite.
Yeah.
They were going to do a skin graft. After a week, it was no longer necrotic. And then I worked on my face, and my face looks 10 years younger. I can show you. Do you want to see the before and after? I've got a
Yeah,
picture
yes.
here.
Okay. Look at you. You got your big board up there. Wow.
Yeah, so you can see the
there
difference.
is a
If you look
mark.
underneath my eyes.
Wait,
there's a
so
big difference
how
there, right?
much do you charge for this service? Because that's where the money's at.
I'm not cheap, but I'm good. I mean, I managed to reverse my friend's menopause as well. She was perimenopausal, and that completely went. I had somebody else who was lackluster and not doing very well, absolutely exhausted. And she was on she was on 700 Canadian dollars a month of supplements, and she came off them immediately. It's all on my YouTube if people want to check out the Divinely Empowered YouTube, and you can find out everyone's ECR treatments. But I'm not cheap, but nothing good is.
Nothing
Oh,
good
I've heard
ever
that
is.
when I went to Amsterdam last, and that was a surprise. But you're right, Jackie. Nothing
So
good is free.
What would you do if someone wanted your services to reverse aging? What exactly do you need from them?
I just need to help raise the voltage, because your voltage decreases as you age. And I just raise the energetic voltage, and then things start to repair in people's body. The last thing to happen is really the face, because it's kind of not that important. We want to look at your heart, your lungs, and your internal
And you can
organs
do
first,
that
right?
remotely?
I've never heard of
I do
our
that
voltage
remotely.
before.
I work on anxiety. I can delete anxiety very quickly and easily as well. I'm going to be in the Sunday Times in the UK this weekend and doing an exorcism on one of the journalists. Yeah.
Oh, you need to do an exorcism on all journalists. They're all demented. A lot of journalists are crazy.
You may be right.
They might,
You're
they're
fascinating.
They're probably going after her, like calling you a scam or something like that. Are they?
Oh no! Who can? But
Yeah.
no one.
Claiming
Everyone
to
likes
cure
to. Everyone
everything.
likes to poo-poo everything they don't understand. But a lot of people, they believe in the different ways of doing things.
If your cure is so good, why are you charging so much?
Are you idiot?
Well,
Like, if you buy a
Because it's
Porsche,
that
it's not the
good.
same as a Toyota. You're paying for quality.
I don't know, it just sounds a bit too good to be true.
Oh, you know what he is?
I'm the
He's-
journalist here.
He's the journalist.
And
here.
we're the believers, Antonio.
that's
Carl
right.
and
He-
I, we believe in this stuff.
Why
Brooklyn,
don't I fix your guys' PTSD and then you can see for yourself?
I
I'm pretty
agree.
confident in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
All right,
get
so
that
we're going to
happening.
use Hulk as our guinea pig, do a session, and then he'll tell us straight up whether it's worked or not, okay? Like, he's a no muck around guy.
Brooklyn, I thought you'd be more open to, we had to be open about your way of life, and yet you seem very closed
you
off
think
to
I
any
just
other way
don't
of
want
life.
people to be scammed if we
Okay.
don't know,
Do you
but let's see it.
Do you think
in-
Brooklyn has a troll in his head?
Yeah, I do.
Entirely
Yeah,
possible.
Thought so.
Can the
Yeah.
troll take over the entire personality? 'Cause I think we're more towards that end. Antonia, nice
Yeah,
to
they
chat
can.
to
I
you.
think that's why people, become nasty and aggressive and mean to other people, that they are taken over often by multidimensional beings who are feeding on their
Maybe
emotional
that's what's
suffering.
happened to
troll.
Kanye, hey?
Are they more? Are the gays more open to that? Because Brooklyn's gay. I don't know. I don't want to besmirch his character, but he's done some years, but he won't believe anyone else's stuff. It's crazy. Nice to chat. If you want to check her out,
Thanks, Antonia.
Antonia Harman. The TV show's coming out on Sky towards the end of the year. Fascinating lady. Fascinating. We
Oh
don't
my
have to
God.
Thank you
work.
so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Just did it.
What?
You know, it's funny. Thank you, Antonio. We really appreciate that. That was interesting.
Y'all been great. Thank you so much.
Kyle and Jackie O.